So apparently Hasbro is cancelling an entire line of Ahsoka action figurines, and I call BS on that rumor. Why? Let's find out. Well, hello there, my dear friends, and welcome to yet another video, and I am here to call BS on a certain rumor that has popped out on the internet lately, and it concerns the latest installment to the fake Star Wars. We are talking about the Ahsoka TV show. Please do look at the screen. Rumor: Hasbro chose not to create Ahsoka toys due to lack of demand. Now, if you have been following European law for some time, you know that firstly, I am a tremendous Star Wars fan, a lifelong Star Wars fan, and that of course concerns the original 6 films and the expanded universe pre-Disney acquisition. And also I've been a lifelong toy collector and memorabilia, merchandise and replica collector, so I know something about the business and how it's done and what's really needed and what's popular, and I don't think this is to be taken seriously, but we will point out a couple of highlights in the article by bounding into comics. We are not going to get into it in its entirety because most of it is just a filler. But if you want to check it out in its entirety for yourselves, I will provide a link in the description down below, and then I will show you something and say why I think this is just a rumor. And those people who want to acquire the toys that are supposed to be not created or cancelled have nothing to fear. So the article goes: a new rumor claims that Hasbro, one of the largest toy companies in the world, chose not to create any toys based on the newly released Ahsoka series on Disney Plus due to a lack of demand. This rumor comes from YouTuber WDW Pro. That's the first red flag. We know that there have been many YouTubers over the last couple of years bringing us huge news and inside information and rumors from Star Wars as far as for example, the internal struggle between Dave Filoni and Kathleen Kennedy, and that Dave Filoni is the savior of Star Wars, and that Kathleen Kennedy was about to be fired like every single month. And none of these rumors have really come true. And I mean, I'm not acquainted with the YouTuber WDW Pro, so I've got nothing against him. I've got I don't know the person, so no idea. I'm just talking about YouTubers and Star Wars YouTubers in general. But it continues. He states, what I'm told is that Hasbro essentially took a pass, and Disney allowed them to take a pass. Now, folks, we're in rumor and speculation territory. We've got 2 sources reporting this to us, but rumor and speculation territory. I cannot corroborate this. Nevertheless, he added, apparently Hasbro was given the opportunity to do a wait and see model with Ahsoka, and they are waiting, and they are not seeing because I'm told you can pretty much count on nothing more coming out for the Christmas season. He also shared, my understanding there are Black Series action figures for Ahsoka, but they are an extremely limited run. That's one of the sources is telling us, extremely limited bare minimum run. And it is essentially to satisfy collectors, but there's no demand in terms for the younger demographic. Indeed, there are numerous Black Series figures available to purchase on the Hasbro Pulse website, including Sabine Wren and so on and so forth. And the helmet, while WDW Pro notes this is indeed a rumor. He did share searches for some of the more prominent characters in the Disney Plus Ahsoka series, and there are not many toys on the Shop Hasbro website. In fact, there is only one Ahsoka collectible from the series that is retailing for $29.99, is the Star Wars Galactic Action Ahsoka Tano. Now, as far as the collectibles in Star Wars goes, they will always be producing and doing those action figurines of basically everything they put out. They have been doing so since forever, since Hasbro acquired Kenner in the 1990s. And they have even released action figures of, Darkseid Rey that appeared in one scene in the last Star Wars movie, in the 9th one, I believe. And even though it wasn't very popular, of course, you can still get it. They have produced it. They have produced figurines of Rose Tico and Captain Holdo, or whoever she is. And of course, that the characters from the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy will always be the most popular characters as well as characters from the expanded universe, the original pre-Disney expanded universe. Those figurines are always sold out the first. They are the most and topmost popular action figures of all. So if you are a collector, I do suggest that when one comes out, you do get a double. Just recently, Darth Malak and Darth Malgus came out, and all the characters from the video game in question, the Knights of the Old Republic. And so there have been even action figurines from the atrocious Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show, which I rated the worst Star Wars product ever produced in the history of Star Wars. And even this show has been receiving action figures up to nowadays. Just recently, a Darth Vader from this TV show with a cracked helmet and a little bit of head sculpt of Anakin Skywalker underneath it has come out, and it's actually extremely good looking. It's from a bad show, but that action figure looks perfect. So if you forget that it's from the show, it would look awesome on your Star Wars shelf. And what you can see right now on the screen is a screenshot from BigBadToyStore.com, one of the greatest and best online toy stores that ships worldwide. And this is a site for pre-order of Balan's Skull from Ahsoka Tano. It retails for, well, $25.99, but if you choose the collector version, it costs $28.99. The collector means that it's in a extremely good mint condition. And the next one is Shin Haiti, his apprentice, apparently, from what I'm told. I haven't watched the show because I do refuse to watch any more Disney Star Wars. And so these action figurines have been there for pre-order for quite some time already, a week or so, and it doesn't really look as if there was such an extremely limited quality, because you can still pre-order them. But the truth remains that these characters from the Disney Star Wars will always be much less popular than the original characters. But from what experience tells us, what fails, and always fails, are those crowd-funded versions of collectibles that Hasbro puts out. Because Hasbro Pulse, the manufacturer of those toys, they have this website where they sometimes crowdfund a certain product, a certain more expensive product, because they want to be sure that people will buy it so they don't lose a lot of money. For example, quite recently, there was a crowdfunded lightsaber replica from the Reva character from the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show, and it failed. It didn't fund, so it didn't come out because people didn't want it. And it happened to a couple of more things. So these things failed because it's from very bad product. But as far as those mainline, mass-produced action figurines, be it those 3.75 inches or 6 inches action figurines, they have never ever whatsoever decided to cancel an entire line of an action figure from a certain TV show or a film because they thought people wouldn't buy it. They always produce these mass-produced action figurines. And this is just talking from my experience and from what I've seen. I might be wrong here, of course. I might look at Big Bad Toy Store in a week and see that these action figurines have been cancelled. And I'm going to tell you something. This Balan's Skull action figure, I think it is worth ordering even if you hate the Ahsoka TV show. Because firstly, the character looks cool. And if you are a collector, you could use this action figure for a very nice custom of whatever other character you want. I can imagine ordering this character just to make myself a decent ranger, older ranger character, or just a regular, ordinary Dark Lord of the Sith, or any other warrior, because it looks cool. It's an older guy with a beard in black robes with a red lightsaber, which you don't have to use. And as far as the chick goes, the Shin Haiti, I mean, you can use it for whatever. I mean, she looks elvish. you can use it for to create an Elven Ranger. So you have to think about these collectibles from different points of view. And the finishing thoughts of this video is, I don't think they're going to cancel this. I call a BS on the rumor that the YouTuber brought us. We will see in the future. And let me know in the comments down below, my dear friends, what you think about this entire matter. And I will close this video by a little promotion. In just 5 days as of making of this video, the 11th of October, a crowdfunding campaign of my book is launching, an extremely humorous and satirical collection of poems and accompanying text, all being based on ancient European myths and legends and folklore, gods and heroes and monsters, all being brought into the 21st century as an extremely humorous satire on the way we are living today. For my Czech and Polish and Slovakian subscribers, if you want to read the best and the most humorous fantasy of 2023, don't miss out on it. It'll only be live for a month, 11th of October, pointer.cz. Get in there, back it, get it. You will not regret it. The best product you will have purchased this year, I swear. And that is all. Thank you very much for watching, and may the force be with you.